Welcome back, Legendary Potato here. Today I want to go over mini games that could go for Minecraft console editions. Now today's episode is going to be Bedwars, and whether that would work for Minecraft console editions or not, what are the pros and cons, and how it would play out if we actually had the maps. So basically what Bedwars is it's very similar to Skywars, except you can respawn with a bed that you gotta protect, and it's also with money generators, so you can have villagers that you buy stuff, so you can buy items, buy blocks, weapons, tools, etc. etc. Instead of getting your resources from chests, you get money generators, so you get things like iron, gold, emerald, stuff like that, so you can go ahead and buy items from villagers, which is a pretty cool concept like that. So it's pretty much like a tower defense minigame. If you've ever played one of those, you're just going to defend your tower. It's that sort of thing, but into Minecraft, which I think is really cool. So would it work for Minecraft console editions? Yes and no. So I'll kind of go over it briefly. There's kind of, a little bit more that needs to be, discussed about it. But I feel like it would be a really good mini game just because it's kind of really similar, again, to like battle mode, or even how I discussed Skywars in the last episode, where just have the islands and stuff like that, make players break blocks, place them, etc. So changing the rules so they could use the same rules that they use for Skywars, like I had mentioned before, where you can just change around some of them, but not all of them, so you can reuse most of the coding, but just kind of changing up some of the things like breaking blocks, stuff like that. So it makes it easier to use it in that sort of way. But as far as like, villagers, they'll have to mod the villagers so that they actually trade things, which obviously we can do that on console already. So I guess it comes down to, are they going to use something like our tools, or do they have their own tools, obviously, to kind of do that thing, which we're not too sure how they even do their things behind the scenes, but it seems like they could use modded villagers like what we have and kind of make it that way as well. So they could have the villagers that trade everything on the actual islands, which is possible. That's entirely possible, making the custom trades there. That should not be a problem, although it just kind of comes into like, modding the game and stuff like that. And then just like everything else is very similar to Skywars, stuff like that. So it could work as well, just making it very similar. So you can go to the center, more generators there, etc. You get the idea. Also, again, it would work really well with 16 players, because then, you have more than 8, double the players, great there. So that could work as well. And you could even make it so there could even be like team games. So you could have like teams of like 4, teams of, 2, that kind of thing. So you can have tons of teams, tons of different ways to play it as well, which I think would be really cool. So they could have a lot of options. So they could have like a single player team thing, or they could have well, not single player team, like single one person on each island. They could have 2 teams, or like 2-player teams, 4-player teams, so you could do that kind of thing, or like a 2-team 8v8, which is also possible, which I think is cool. They could totally customize it in that way and make it so that you can choose how you want your teams to be divided. So like by 1, 2, 4, 8, which I think would be cool. So it could work in that way as well. But anyways, so I guess the only cons to it is that they have to mod the game in some sort of way, which we've seen them do before. So it's not even like that's a big deal anymore. We've seen them do it with Glide, where they made the booster things. Battle mode, they made some slight changes, not too many there, but that's pretty much it for this episode. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. If you guys think I missed any points, or if you guys have any opinions of your own, I'd love to hear them down in the comments below. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss content like this every single day. But have a good one, and peace out.